We are here today with JT Tiny Homes.
We craft exceptional custom luxury tiny houses on wheels.
Hey guys, I'm really looking forward to this episode. We are here today with JT Tiny Homes. They're right here in Clovis. They build tiny homes, excellent quality, wonderful product. So we're gonna go find Jacob right now and kind of give you guys a little bit of a tour of who they are, what they do, and go from there. Let's go see what we can find. Jacob, you in here?
Hey, well,
Come on. How are you?
good morning. Good morning.
Hey guys, this is Jacob Brown. Thank you for letting us
Good morning.
intrude today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you guys are and what this one is here? It looks great.
Yeah, certainly. I'm Jacob with JT Collective Tiny Homes. We craft exceptional custom luxury tiny houses on wheels. So this is going to some clients as a primary residence over in Santa Cruz. So we had our interior decorator here the other day. We just got it all staged and photographed. It's about ready to send off here.
Jacob's a great guy, wife, kids, good friends, good family, great people to definitely to do business with and to get to know. So
Yeah, thank you.
just looking around at this one, the build, the quality, the materials, components, everything is very, very high quality.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting
It
for.
matters what you build.
We do a lot of custom. We do a lot of high quality when we want to build. We're not manufacturing, just pumping them out. Every year, we're building a lot of custom luxury tiny homes, and we're shooting for quality. So we want these things to last
Yeah.
a lifetime. So that's what we're going for.
Awesome. Show us around this one a little bit.
Yeah, certainly. So this one, it's 8.5 by about 30 feet long, and it's packed everything into here. So
Is that a standard size?
this is kind of a little bit on the smaller side. So we've
Okay.
got a bigger one on site. We can show you a little bit later. We can build smaller than this, but our certifications allow us to build up to 400 square feet on the ground floor.
Okay.
So this one's coming in somewhere around 360 of those 400 square feet. So it's got two lofts, one main sleeping loft up over here, and then behind us on this side, it's got a storage loft with a bunch of storage up there. So that's got enough to store extra clothes, all your goodies. When you're living tiny, people are trying to live a little bit more minimalist. So you're trying to keep less stuff with you. And so for that, we pack in as much storage as we possibly can, but with the understanding that you're probably not trying to keep like your high school soccer trophy somewhere stuffed in a box in
Right.
a tiny house. You're trying to live more minimally. And
Yeah,
with
that-
that, being inside so much allows you to kind of focus more on outdoor spaces as well. So we're trying to create spaces indoors that people are willing to live and stay and feel comfortable, but not claustrophobic. And then you've got enough outdoor space where you can go and be in creation as well.
Sure. Yeah, it's interesting to see the balance between creativity and functionality
Yeah.
for these homes, which I think is super interesting. What do we got here?
This one's
As far as creativity and functionality.
Custom ad. Our client didn't want as much storage as we could possibly pack into this one, so they asked for some added storage in the ceiling. So this has got a bit of a latch, comes down. We've got 9-ply Baltic birch. It's all concealed, so they got more storage up in here. And then you can put some stuff in it. You can fit your iPad, your booklet. There you go.
Nice.
Store it in there.
You can't keep
A
that.
little spice rack. No, so nice though. And then this one tucks up away into the ceiling, and then you don't have to deal with it anymore. We got all the lines to line up on the shiplap, so it's pretty much invisible unless you know you're looking for it.
That's a great example of what we were talking about. And the home is staged wonderfully. Another mutual friend of ours did
Yeah.
that for you.
She did, and we're trying to just show like you can live comfortably. You can live, you can make home in a tiny house on wheels. So this one she did a great job on. So some of the other custom features in this house that our clients wanted is that this house isn't actually built out of wood. It's built out of SIPs, which are structurally insulated panels. We get about twice the insulation value we could with a traditional build in this product, which we don't usually work with. But these clients wanted it as an upgrade, so it's a very well insulated home. And then on top of that, this house also has radiant in-floor heating, so that'll keep them warm. It also has a 1-ton split unit for air conditioning and heating, and then they also added this propane heater down here in the corner. So this house is really built to survive the Arctic. It could go to Alaska, but at the same time, this one's heading actually towards the coast, so it'll be very comfortable living over in California.
Sure. And being an RV park owner, I'm familiar with RVs and motorhomes and even the one cabin that we have, but they seem to be more floor model based, right? Here's the product, and you can choose from 3 or 4 floor models.
Yeah.
Where these are, I mean, you could do as a buyer, you can do anything you wanted in here.
Yeah.
There's no right, like sure, give me this, but at the same time, I could have something completely different in here if I chose to.
Yeah, certainly. So a lot of builders have kind of the persona of customizations. You can change some of the fixtures or the colors, that sort of thing, but the models themselves stay the same. We've done a whole lot of fully custom builds. So with that, we've flipped orientations, we've changed rooms. We have like a design fee. We'll create an entirely new home. And so we're doing that because we'll be building a 2-bed, 2-bath house here pretty soon that's going up to a really high snow load level. And so we're getting it custom engineered to work for that. But the guy wanted 2 beds and 2 bath all downstairs on a tiny house on wheels. So we're going to make it happen.
And so this home is going to go to a family, right?
This is, yeah.
Mom, dad,
dad, and 1 kid. So.
And this is, Braden, can you climb up in there?
Yeah, see the little kid space?
How is it up there?
Actually quite roomy.
A lot of space, a lot of storage, and pretty adorable right now. Don't let any dinosaurs bite. Check out the rest of it. This one, like I said, it has in-floor heat. We custom build all of our own cabinets, so they've got 9-ply Baltic birch for all the drawers. They're on soft close hinges made by Bloom, which is top of the line. These clients added in a pop-filling faucet, some glass into some of the cabinets here. This one has a full dishwasher, as well as a 33-inch stainless steel farmhouse sink. So we've got that going. Down here under the sink, we've got a few more customizations. This is a composting garbage disposal. So it separates out the solids from the liquid, so it's not so harsh on their septic system. And then this whole house will be powered by ground-mounted solar with battery backups. This also has a reverse osmosis system. They wanted it to slide out, so it'd be easier to change out those filters when they need to. Right behind you is a refrigerator that can be powered off of a 12-volt battery. So that one can go off of solar as well. It stays really well insulated. Moving into the bathroom, they wanted to feel as big as they could, so we added mirrors everywhere we could. So here, anywhere you look in the house, you can see outside, which makes the whole space feel a lot bigger. There's the same mirror on the inside of the bathroom here as well. We've got the full washer-dryer stack combo unit here. That, if ever it were to leak, goes into a stainless steel bottom pan that drains it right out of the house, so they won't have any issues there. They've got this satin-etched bifold shower door into a good-sized shower form. It's got a handheld wand, all those kind of extras. It's got this granite look going on. Right behind me is a heated towel rack. Our clients were concerned about mold ever growing, and so they wanted a heated towel rack to make sure their towels are always staying dry and they're warm for them in the morning. And then moving over here, we've got this custom medicine cabinet that went in. This is all maple cabinetry going on underneath. It's got plenty of drawers for a bathroom. So again, we've got 9-ply Baltic birch. It's all the soft closed drawers. Got them taken care of in every way that we could. Chris, what do you think? Is this your first time stepping into a tiny house?
No, this is great.
It's making yourself comfortable there.
I know, it caught me. Speaking of comfortable, that must be the bedroom upstairs.
Yeah, that's the main bedroom. So they've got a queen bed up there. They've got an egress window for exit if they need. And then on the back side of this wall is a bunch more cubbies for storage.
Queen bed up there?
Yeah, it's a queen bed. They're actually going to put a king, which is taking up a bit of space, but that's what they wanted to make sure we say.
Whatever they want.
Whatever they want, we build custom. Right behind you on the wall there is what's called an ERV, which is an energy recovery ventilator.
Okay.
Because this house is built so airtight, so moisture can't get in, it also doesn't allow a lot of airflow. So it's easy in a small space for air to get stagnant. So up here on the wall, this little guy is cycling air in and out every 20 minutes without changing the temperature of the air, but keeping fresh air inside the home.
Nice.
So again, you can live in a small space and you can do it comfortably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why tiny homes? How long have you been doing this?
We've been doing it about 2.5 years now. So initially we had lost our job doing some other stuff, but there's something sacred about getting to build homes for people. And initially we were building tiny homes in a 100-year-old barn back up on a big old ranch. And so we wanted to find something that I could do to work from home, but still do construction. And to keep things fresh, we like building custom because it keeps us our mind engaged in what we get to do. We're not just doing the same thing every day. We're literally getting to craft custom homes. And we get to do all of the trades, which really just keeps it exciting. And in that, we just love what we do. And when you love what you do, you come up with a better product. So,
yeah, of course. So speaking of custom, you've got another one. This one's ready to move on to the
client. Should be shipping out this
and
next
you've
week.
got one inside there that is in the middle of being built.
Yeah.
Let's go check that out.
Let's do it. Yeah, come on in. This one's quite a bit bigger.
So Jacob, this is an example of another tiny home, yet completely different inside. This is what we're talking about with customizable from the ground up, whatever the client wants, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. So this one comes out to about 10.5 feet wide and about 36 feet long. So on the ground floor, we're at about 360 square feet, and we got another 100 up in the loft for the main sleeping area. So we're breaking 400, and so we're allowed to do 400 on the ground floor, and then lofts can go up and beyond that.
Okay. Do you have a certain height that you are required to stay within as well?
Yeah, to keep it California road legal, we're trying to stay under 14 feet. So we typically build them about 13.5 feet tall.
Sure.
Which means when you walk into this space, this one's on a lowered axle trailer. And so we've got about 10.5 feet up above us. So when you walk in, it feels plenty big enough.
Yeah.
And then with that, this one also has all of these upper windows to kind of flood in natural light, which make the space feel big. So we're building it as big as we can. And then on top of that, we're trying to make the space feel even bigger.
Sure.
And so natural light. As soon as you walk in, you got another door right in front of you, so you can see outside. Keeps it from feeling claustrophobic. And then when we put mirrors over there, literally anywhere you look in the home, you'll be able to see outside, which again keeps you from feeling claustrophobic. Makes it much more comfortable.
Yeah, and I can see already, it's nowhere near done, but it's very different.
Yeah.
The materials are different, different windows, doors, maybe different layout. Even the stairs are not the same. There's more walkway up there, more, I see a lot of differences. In other words, you guys are capable of doing quite a bit of different things, depending on what kind of look the client wants inside or outside.
Yep. This one is all of a matte black finish on the exterior. They upgraded the gauge of the steel, so it's even heavier duty. It's all black on black with the windows from the outside. It's a bit more of a man cave is what our client's going for. It still has some of the same things, the same high quality. It's got radiant in-floor heat, but he wanted almost nothing white. So there'll be about 4 things inside the house that are still white, but even the toilet, the shower pan, the black granite countertops that are going on, everything, the plugs and switches are all black. They're all USB plugs as well. And then the windows on the inside are black as well. So he wanted as much kind of black as we could go for, and then as much natural wood on top of that as we could. So the same wood that's on the walls here is going to go up on the ceiling and wrap around. And then we just did some accent colors. So all the deep base green for the kitchen here and the stairs. This one has tons of storage. When we go 10 feet wide, it makes the spaces feel bigger, but it also allows us to do so much more. And certainly adding storage is one of those. So this house will get toe kick drawers. This is pretty fun. This will be the first.
Yeah, I
for
saw
us.
that. Can you see that right in? It's actually a
you'll be able
drawer
to
down there.
Click your foot underneath, and then down here it will roll out. It's still Bloom undermount drawer slides. They're pushed to open. And then this one, some of the customizations, he'll be working from this kind of as his office. So we'll have a printer here that it actually slides out on a drawer, so you can service that. And then he's got an office back here to the left where he'll have a bunch of monitors, his desk built in, and then this will kind of be a bar area he can sit at as well.
So a completely different client. Over there you got a family looking for somewhere to live.
Yeah.
And then this one is for an individual who just wants it his own.
Totally.
His office, just his own space.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
And this client travels a lot, so he wants a space that he can come home to. They'll be capable to work, but also just really comfortable. One of the really unique things that we did for this house we've never done before is that this home actually has a reversible hitch. So the hitch on the front, most all of ours, now you can take the hitch off. This one you can actually take it off and hook it onto the back.
Awesome.
And it's going to get backed up to a cliff up in the mountains. And these windows right behind will be overlooking a view from a mountaintop of the whole valley.
Oh, that'll be so nice.
It'll be
So
gorgeous.
what is his plans for upstairs? Is that also, it's not a house per se, like the family unit over there?
Yeah, so he'll be able to fit a king bed up
So he's
there.
still going to have a bed up there.
Still going to have a bed up there. And then he'll have kind of the same cubbies, so some of them will be facing out this way, and then some of them will be facing back in. He wanted connections for like low voltage. He could run all of his internet stuff up there, so that gets tucked away, and there's a plug for it in those cubbies. And then, he'll be able to fit a big old mattress up there. This one has a skylight added on,
Okay.
So he'll be sleeping under the stars a bit. And then just some extra windows added up in there as well.
And then same idea back here as far as bathroom.
Yeah, the layout is a little bit different. So in here, he'll have a desk office over on this side. This will all kind of be open. He'll have a steam oven in the kitchen with a gas stove. He'll also have a dishwasher. He'll also have some reverse osmosis going on, and tons of storage all around. Under cabinet lighting, pretty fancy fridge going on in here. He'll have a coffee bar in this little nook here. We can put an espresso machine, any of that. It'll be open, the plug's already there for him. And then in here, he's got a small dresser for storing his clothes. We'll have a hanging rod up above, and that, again, just this big old washer-dryer combo unit where you can wash full comforters and all that inside of it. And then in the bathroom, he's still got a heated towel rack. There's a broom closet back here on the right, He's got a big old shower with a window in it again, and then there'll be a vanity and a black toilet here as well. You want to be able to hang his Dyson and charge it in this little closet space. So instead of doing a 5-foot shower or a bathtub, we added in this little closet. He'll be able to hang some stuff, including his vacuum. It's always important to have even in a tiny house.
Just make sure the day the coffee bar goes in, you invite me back over. For, just make sure that works properly.
There we go. We'll be ready for it.
So, construction, building.
Yeah.
What part is your favorite?
That's a good question. I love getting to create. So because we get to do all of the trades and put it all together, getting to come up with like a raw idea, we build everything out in 3D on our computer so we can see kind of where every nut and bolt and piece of wood is going to go. And then getting to take that and actually put it into reality, right? Like we get to work with people a lot, and people, we are always in progress. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We're always constantly growing, and we're never quite finished, right? In how we're growing. But with a home, like you can build something and it can be done. I'm a big box checker, so I love just getting things done. And getting to start with something that's so digital, and it's 3D, but it's a little bit ethereal, and then getting to create it into an actual home that can serve someone. Kind of that process, I think, of getting to see something from start to finish.
Yeah, and each one being different, and you can be creative throughout that process based on what the client wants. That would be a fun aspect of it, I am sure.
Totally.
Regarding the business, then, what's the most rewarding aspect of this business for you, do you think?
You know, we just get to work with a whole bunch of different people, from the craftsmen that we have working for us to the clients that we get to have, people coming from all over that are finding us online, and people from all different walks of life that we're just getting to meet and build relationships with, and then even vendors, like getting to work with the same people over time and trying to be loyal and trying to be true and upright with integrity in all the things that we do. We're striving kind of for all those goals. Sure.
It's very different businesses, but some of those aspects are the same with the campground.
Yeah.
You know, just all the wonderful people that you meet along the way, and the influences you can have with them, and just getting to know different personalities, different people. So
I feel like you gotta love people in whatever business you're doing, because whatever the business is, people will be there. So
yeah,
if you love them and take care of them, the better you'll get to do, and they will too. So. This will be the first of its kind. Right now we're calling this one the Madeira, though it might end up a little bit different.
The Madeira. You get this, Braden? Come check it out.
The Madeira. So this is our biggest tiny house yet. This one's about 11.5 feet long and 40 feet, 11.5 feet wide, 40 feet long.
So this one's next.
Yeah, so we're maxing out the 400 square feet that we can on this one, as well as a bit of a deck space.
Yeah, it looks a lot larger.
Yeah, it really is. This one's a deck over, so it's a little bit higher, but it's still got this removable hitch, so all that can be taken off and stored underneath. But you don't have to worry about working around wheel wells. There's no lofts in this home. It's just one large bedroom with a ton of storage. It'll have a hallway with a washer, dryer, more storage there, a full-size bathroom, and then a big old fancy kitchen with living space down at the end. But this is all like downstairs bedroom model, so almost an apartment status. This specific trailer will be going out as a long-term rental for some clients.
Sure. Almost like an apartment for rent.
Exactly. Yep.
400 square feet-ish.
Totally. And compared to building real property, the return on investment for something like this, a tiny house on wheels that we can manufacture in a factory, brings the cost of it down typically quite a bit. And it's usually much quicker than hiring a general contractor to come out and try to build an entire house. So.
Right, sure.
And then on top of that, we get to use a lot of building science. So this one will get what's called the zip system, which goes in the shear wall of the home and the structure of it. It helps keep moisture from getting in by completely sealing around the house. It combines kind of that shear wall for lateral strength with a vapor barrier. And so a lot of what we're doing as well is working with building science to build really high performance homes, not just that are beautiful on the outside, but even the very structure of them is high performance, well insulated, built to last. This one's staying here in the Central Valley where it gets really hot. So we're gonna do some extra stuff to beef up the insulation that'll still keep you cool in the summertime.
And what's the one back there?
That one is still for sale. That's kind of been a show model of ours. So that was a Cedar Ridge model. It's got 2 lofts. It's got real cedar wood on the outside. That one's still available. It's here. When people come see our homes, we use that often to kind of show them what we got and the craft that we put into it all.
That one is done, ready, and for sale.
Done, ready, and for sale, yeah.
So I guess my last question is then, Jacob, if somebody is interested in meeting up with you or has any questions or even wants to look at a home that's ready to buy, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can find us online at jtcollectivetinyhomes.com. From there, they've got contact forms you can reach out. My number's there, so they can get a hold of me that way. They can fill out contact forms. You can find us on social media, JT Collective. Yeah, we'd love to connect. Show
Awesome.
people what we do.
Great.
Cool.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Good friend, good guy, good family. Just really appreciate what you do. I think it's great.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you.